suit.
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea.
I don't know the words, guys. Hey, nerds.
Today we're talking about who was the best Batman
We're talking live action.
live action. So for the audience, the idea was to play Batman. You know, they had to do more than just the cowl. They also had to be a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Do you want your Batman in general to be realistic and dark, or do you want Tim Burton Batman?
All right, so then we'll go in order.
Okay.
So let's start Michael Keaton. There's a lot of people who basically, and almost like half the people that we talked to, John, Greg, like everybody was talking about, oh, Michael Keaton's the best. Michael Keaton's the best. According to the scale, remember the scale. We got Batman, Bruce Wayne. Which one do you think he excelled in the most?
Definitely the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Batman.
His Batman kind of stood
it's
there.
just- it's just there.
He was like
Wait, which Bruce Wayne?
Bruce. No, he's talking about like in the movie.
Michael Keaton.
I thought you split Bruce Wayne into two.
So hold on. Wait.
Well,
so
Bruce
Michael
Wayne,
Keaton
public
plays
persona.
two characters in the Batman movies. He plays Batman and he plays Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He's saying that these people have to meet the standards for both. Nice.
Okay, so we won't refer to Bruce Wayne. We'll say Bruce Wayne, public persona. There's two characters. It's Bruce Wayne, public persona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
which one are you talking about?
So we're making it super confusing for the audience.
yeah. Well, he kind of meets the criteria for both. He's very human. You can see that he's going through turmoil.
And I think that's a testament to Michael Keaton. Yeah.
So he's making choices, like giving his identity away is a big deal. In this particular set of movies, you get that emotion.
I don't care for like the love stuff that they kept doing. They kept pushing in the first four.
Yeah, it is a hallmark
that era.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because at the time, it's like the hero gets the girl. You know, which
is still like a trope that I wish would go away.
Think,
Ultimately, though, Keaton was a average Batman, but this is my gripe on the Keaton. Mm-hmm. The public persona, Bruce Wayne, I think was non-existent. He was around and talking to people and being like the billionaire Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. There was no like intelligent sciencing, deducing and figuring out. Batman Returns, you saw a little bit more of it. Mm-hmm. When he's in the car, the Batmobile, and he's got the bomb and Penguin's like, screwing with him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like trying to figure out how to get out of it, and he's like getting under the car and he whips off the little dongle thing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like deducing, figuring out, like solving crimes, because ultimately he's a detective.
Because he literally just punches the bottom of his car out.
But I mean, it's a puzzle he's got to solve.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Is Batman he's an amalgamation of a bunch of different characters, but one of the biggest being Sherlock Holmes. Like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think Keaton back in the day was a good actor whatsoever.
No,
really?
Man.
I mean, he's a cool guy, but Batman and Batman Returns, those were both doo-doo, and when I rewatched them a couple of weeks ago, I did not finish either one of them. Which one of them is when Alfred gives him the soup and he's like, oh,
it's cool.
It's cool.
That's part
cool.
That was the point.
What was even the point?
I think he did a good job for the time. I'm saying he's been surpassed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been surpassed.
And that's all I'm really saying.
At the time, there wasn't a litmus test as to what Batman was supposed to be. He was kind of winging it.
So we can move on now to Kilmer, right?
Okay. I think when I watched that movie, for sure, it's definitely an homage or a callback to the 60s Batman. If you think about it, it's just a darker version of it.
Like, it's very silly.
It's super similar.
It's still basically the same Batman from the first two movies.
Yeah, it's just a different actor. Well, they're all the same Batman, Kevin.
You know what? I guess what would have been a good question is
was a great phrase.
What is Batman to you? Can you name like 3 things? Just to keep it easy and light.
He has to have a Batarang.
He has to put in a lot of effort.
And
he
no
has
karate.
to have the resources.
He has to know karate.
And he has to know karate. Yeah. But okay.
Karate, Batarangs, peak of human effort.
And he
all equal.
So my hot take for Kilmer, to bring it back to that.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was bad too.
So Kilmer, I think.
That raises too many questions.
So I think Kilmer was the best Bruce Wayne.
Full disclosure, Caleb is a Kilmer fanboy.
Yeah. So you look at the public persona of Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Look at Kilmer and how he's the only Batman, the only one, who was performing charitable acts and participating in the structure of his business. They tinkered into that with Christian Bale, because they were going to try and make him be involved in business stuff, but then he ended up just spelunking. You know what I mean? His Batman, just like Keaton, there wasn't much he was going to accomplish given the time. I think his Bruce Wayne was spectacular. I think his deducing, his demeanor, his persona. I think he's at least above Keaton.
I agree.
I think he was
better than Keaton, but still bad.
Kilmer, I think, is among the best actors to play Batman. Moving on.
Okay.
Next up, Clooney. There's what can be said about Clooney that hasn't already been said about
out of the three
Afghanistan?
that we've talked about so far,
It's bombed out
I think
and
he's
depleted.
the best out of those three.
You think Clooney was the best
Out of those
over
three
Kilmer?
we've talked about so far, yeah.
Clooney.
Oh man,
He's better than Kilmer. He's better than Keaton.
I didn't
I think
watch
you're
that
crazy.
movie for Clooney. I watched it for
Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold
was a
was
big
great,
deal.
yeah.
But
dude, I hate when people knock all the one-liners and shit. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
This is a very strange episode. Clooney's not better than Kilmer. So, Clooney, public persona, he was the first Batman or first Bruce Wayne to have like a kind of a playboy. You know what I mean?
Very
like
suave.
Keaton was kind of in between. You know, he was kind of non-existent, just like a rich guy. But Clooney was like way over the top with like being smooth and making quips and shit. You know what I mean? Like, never leave home without it. You know what I mean? Like it's just
It was like a
Fucking
product
Batman
placement the
credit
entire
card.
time with him. Yeah.
so it's like I don't have a lot. I don't think that embodied the Bruce Wayne public persona like Kilmer did. So in that regard, Clooney's not better than Kilmer. And then his Batman in costume, I think Keaton, Kilmer, and Clooney are all the exact same across the board when it comes to Batman.
I thought that Clooney was just a better actor in general.
What?
When he was saying his lines, they felt more believable than when Keaton or Kilmer were doing theirs.
They felt more believable.
Like it felt
this
like
is
to me like
weird.
Keaton
That
was
is.
just doing his lines. And
That's how
a
I
little
feel
bit
about
like
Clooney.
that. A little bit like
Yeah.
that with Kilmer. For Clooney, it seemed like he was doing more acting.
I just want to know that Kevin's a big Clooney fanboy.
Not really, but
But I don't. That's crazy to me. I think Keaton had the most natural feel. Like it felt like but then again, you know, Keaton's coming from stand up. You know, he's gonna be relatable no matter what.
did you want to say anything about Clooney?
He was not good. That's it.
Okay, we move on.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
No, we're moving on.
That's
Moving
it.
on. Christian Bale, Batman was better than the previous three easily, and then Bruce Wayne. You know, younger Bruce Wayne, kind of a kid Bruce Wayne, young early 20s.
Yeah.
I think he did okay.
people like to make fun of the voice a lot, his Batman voice, but
What voice are you talking
but I think it's fine. His both of his Bruce Waynes, I thought they were both good. I think he's a great actor.
I think he's a great Bruce Wayne, but I think his public persona, he went the Clooney route, which was instead of being his was not very philanthropic.
Philanthropic.
So basically, yeah, like he was just kind of the party boy route, and I feel like that is kind of a cop out. You know what I mean?
Wait.
He was trying to project that image though,
right?
To throw
Yeah.
people off the set.
That's right.
This little touch that they did in these movies is just. I think it's just
Is it
better. I don't know.
nobody would suspect this dude who's like in Italy, you know, bathing with supermodels to be in Gotham.
It might help the movie, but it doesn't accurately portray the character.
Oh, I think it does. I think
I could be wrong. This is all opinion. I could be wrong.
But this is also, think about it this way. The writers for this movie had all of this this source material to draw from.
I think just everything about these 3 movies is just completely better than the first 4.
Oh, no, I don't
the
disagree.
Acting, the story, just everything.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Because it has so much.
Okay. So, Batfleck.
So his Bruce Wayne character, his thing was that he really super cared about his employees, right? Because that guy that got fucked up during the Superman fight, like he's giving him checks and shit because he really cares for him.
Yeah.
But
that's a good quality in a Batman.
So that's the 4th.
See, that's what I'm saying is like that's
Bruce
a good
Wayne
quality.
As a boss,
Does Bruce Wayne pay
is
out?
Is he a good boss in this movie? Does his employees have benefits?
Bruce Wayne, undercover boss.
Yeah.
He shows up at like the factories and shit.
He also did the thing kind of like Christian Bale, where he was like covering his tracks a little bit, like trying to be like a playboy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care for that part. But I think all in all, Batfleck doesn't get enough credit. I don't think that either of his appearances in any movie is like spectacular enough to overthrow like the Nolan trilogy.
Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is far more charismatic than any of the other ones
who
came before. Yeah. You have a clear tie to the humanity.
Bro, Ben Affleck did great.
Ben Affleck did really.
It's really sad because
at adjusting.
I think he got the most shit. Robert Pattinson, aka Cedric Diggory, aka Robert Pattinson.
I did not watch that. I didn't rewatch it, but I did watch it when it first came out.
Yeah.
On HBO.
Thoughts? Sum it up in one word.
Too emo for me.
Sum it up in just emo's the word then?
Emo.
Yeah. Marty, sum it up in one word.
Oh, tragic. He's a tragic character.
Okay, tragic. Okay. My word is vengeance.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity, guys. Y'all both could have took it. I think he's the best Batman.
Disagree.
Batman in costume. I think he's the best Batman. I think he's a great Bruce Wayne, but I think his public persona is like a dead zero because he basically had none.
I don't even remember his Bruce Wayne, but I would hard disagree with the Batman part because at the end when he's like helping people out of the rubble, it seems so out of character to me.
Why?
Because Batman is just supposed to get the fuck out of there once he's done. He's not supposed to be, oh, let me help you out. Let me put a Band-Aid on you.
Batman also never held up a credit card to show off everything that he did, but that's your favorite goddamn... You think that's better than Kilmer?
Yeah. Oh my god, you're completely
misconstruing so he's removing people from the rubble and attending to their injuries.
Like all the first responders are there and he's like helping them out.
And he's helping them out. Okay. That is out of character.
But why?
Because it gives them a chance to understand who he is as a person. Batman is trying to find himself in this movie.
Right.
So he doesn't know what is good to do and what is bad to do.
So let's turn this around on you, kid. Why do you think that him helping people out of the rubble was so good?
I don't think that you need to explain why helping people is good.
Oh. Nice.
I think it's self-explanatory.
Very nice.
I think that to highlight the crisis that they were in, that the severe nature of the city being flooded, that it would call for out-of-character actions.
Okay. Well, in that sense...
let's put it this way. I hear what y'all are saying, and I acknowledge that, yes, that's true. It is out of character now that y'all framed it for me. But I will also add that I don't think it took away from the end result. He's supposed to be a young Batman. Mistakes are supposed to be made.
It's telling the audience that he's caring about these people who are just in this crisis. But it was
like a visual trope.
We understand that the Batman and
because that scene was
following the character traits, he would move on to the next extreme. He would understand that this can be dealt with people coming out of ambulance and stuff. They'll be able to deal with this, and he'd move on to the next extreme.
That movie though, if you are a detective Batman fan, that movie is for you.
Oh.
Because that dude is doing nothing but solving crimes. That's why I stopped you earlier, because I was like, yo, bro, that's like a big part of this movie.
Yeah, like that was definitely,
someone read only detective comics. You know what I mean? Like his solving of riddles and shit, dude, it was really good. Okay. Like then there's a scene where this dude's got a bomb and he's like has to answer these questions. Bruce Wayne's sitting on the other side.
Yeah.
And this dude gets the first riddle and Bruce Wayne like answers immediately. You know what I mean? Like he's sitting there and he's like, well, the answer's whatever. Well, the answer's whatever. Like, he just keeps answering them, like, instant. And, it was like, holy shit, Riddler's going to run out of shit to ask because this dude's asking. You know what I mean? It shows his intelligence and quick thinking. And, I mean, it's all devised, structurally to appear that way. It's a movie. But I think they did a really good job of showing what Batman was capable of. But there was this lean that he did where he was like leaning forward, like he's waiting in anticipation. And I don't know if that was intentional, but I mean, it was nice. Yeah. The suit is dumb though.
I don't. That was the next thing I was gonna say. I don't like his suit.
Yeah, he looks like the bunny from Donnie Darko.
If Michael Keaton's suit had a moving neck, it's the best suit. If it had a moving neck, it's the best suit. It is the Batman suit to me.
I also didn't like the Batfleck suit. It just seemed like
too bulky.
Yeah. It didn't have
his eyes
like
were blue.
Any details at all. It seemed like.
Okay, who was your favorite?
Favorite, definitely Christian Bale.
And least favorite.
And least favorite, Keaton.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's. I would have put. Okay, anyway, your turn.
I'm still gonna go with Michael Keaton.
And your least favorite?
My least favorite would be Clooney.
Objectively, I guess Bale was probably the best.
Oh yeah.
And then the least. It's Clooney. There's no question. Or Adam West, if we want to throw him back in there.
Nah.
Does anyone want to apologize for anything?
No.
Never compromised, not even in the face of Armageddon.
I guess I was a little bit harsh on Keaton. I called him like a bad actor.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know if you disagree with us in the comments, because
There's
I don't.
A lot of disagreement.
And if you disagree, make sure you articulate well, because I want to hear it, and I'm gonna be defending.
That well.
Like, subscribe, tickle, whatever it takes to get your rocks off. Did you know that when it snows?
My eyes becoming large, so the light that you shine can be.
Baby!